just to tee this up a little bit, my mum just said, don't blow it. Nice one, Mum. Nice one.
I meant don't smash it.
No, don't smash it.
Don't smash it. There's some mixed signals coming in.
I don't know what to do. All right. Got a rip. Okay. First of all, wow, looking around. Feeling very blessed, to be honest. Having everyone in the same place. It's unreal. It's so special. I've heard a lot about how cool it is to have different circles integrating in one place for one night only. It's a unique environment that a wedding creates, for sure. And I'm loving experiencing it all, and I know that G is as well. Knowing all of you as I do, I'm excited for you to meet the person that's sitting next to you. My advice would be to chat, to share stories, to connect, and have a great time with confidence that you're in the company of good people. Speaking of good people, I want to give a nod to those of you who have made today so special. We've got friends, I think Phil touched on it, who have flown, and family from around the world with us to be with us today. G and I are truly grateful to have such loyal people in our life, so thank you. We had a good 25 people here yesterday throughout the day, ironing tablecloths, stashing ice, carrying furniture, and generally putting in a good shift with a beer in hand. It was the perfect way to get into the spirit of the event, spending that time with you all, so thank you. To our wider friends and family, we've done our best to put on a great day for everyone, so I hope everyone's having a sick time. Woo! To the bridesmaids. So I actually took this bit out because I wanted to say it from me rather than on the page, and I love you guys. I really, truly understand why G cares about you all so much. You're all great human beings. And that goes through other girls. And to that end, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be long before some of my boys, actually it's already happened, asking who's available and who's who. I've got to be careful in that selection process, to be honest with you. Okay, so to my boys, back there, you guys are all very unique. I wouldn't change anything about our friendship over the last 20 plus years. We've been through so much together, and I'm so happy you guys are here to celebrate with us today. So, big shout out. Grable and Brett, you bastards. I know that pretty soon you're going to be getting right into my ribs. I got to give it to you, delivered a first class stag. Very, very good. Whatever you got left in the tank for the speech, I do wish you luck. Bretty, I know you're a bit nervous about getting up after Grable. Don't worry, mate. I'm sure you'll be fine. And Grable, with that, I mean, I've definitely not written this. I hadn't seen the shirt, but fuck me. That is lively. That is lively. And look, you're my oldest mate. You got a lot of ammunition on me, but all I'll say is don't get too carried away because you might be in for a little bit of a spotlight yourself later on, son. That was nice. A huge thanks to my in-laws. Phil and Shaz for hosting us today, putting us all up, and the amount of work and thoughtfulness that's created this setup. Although I'm pretty sure we're actually doing Shaz a favour because she's dreamt about having a wedding in her garden her entire life. So I'm glad you were able to fulfil that day through our wedding day. Ed, that's one of your tactics there, mate, from Jake's wedding. And what a day it's been so far. Give a hand to our wonderful celebrant and dear friend Tia. I knew that you were a woman of many talents, but this is a good one to add to the toolkit. Back in the day, Tia used to, I'm sure, reluctantly introduce me to her girlfriends. So when I told her that I fancied Georgette, she probably thought, oh, for fuck's sake. Really. So thank you for teeing me up to shoot my shot to G. Without you as my wing woman, we might not be standing here today. So thank you, team. And I remember as soon as I interacted with her, I didn't have to. Sorry, read the wrong one. As soon as I interacted with her, I felt drawn to Georgette. I had this motivation to make her feel like I was worth spending time with. And that manifested into me initiating dates that I'm sure were to her pretty random. But ultimately were an excuse for me to spend time with her and enjoy her company. As we spent more time together, I didn't actually have to work as hard to find excuses to meet up, as it turned out that she digged me just as much as I did her. So we leaned into it. We were both having such a fun and easy time together. And as such, I got introduced to the Dombies. A moment I'll forever be grateful for. Phil, you teed me up. You teed me up nicely earlier on. Good to see you in your own clothes today for once rather than mine. You asked for that one. Those of you who know Phil will know that he's allergic to buying new clothes. He is the personification of sweat the asset. And given the high volume of clothes that I turn over, his wardrobe gets a restock every other week. To the point where he'll actually, I'll buy a new pair of trainers and he'll tell me with confidence they'll be mine in 6 months.
You ventured, a little thing here, I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah.
You ventured into my sock drawer.
I did. I ruined them as well.
Off limits to even my boys are off limits.
Yeah.
And you're so happy you came out and said, I got a pair of new socks out of your sock drawer. What the fuck?
I actually ripped off the packaging. Brand new. But in any case, mate, looking good in that Paul Smith get-up. Might have to nick that one from you in the future. The first time I met Phil was in 2014, the morning after a night out that G and I had been on. I stayed at Lambridge Wood Road, for those of you who know. Classic house, and all nerves went out the window as you greeted me with the warmest embrace. You gave me a massive hug, and I'll be honest, I was a bit surprised that you were happy to see me. Not all dads would or do react that way after a new boy enters their only daughter's life and stays over for the first time. So, cheers, mate. Since that day, you and Shaz have brought so much joy, enthusiasm, and value to my life, so thank you guys. Shaz, the wonderful Shaz. Thank you for always holding a candle for me. I see so much of G in you. Many of your qualities shine through in her. What I also see in her that is hilariously similar to you is a unique ability to rip your husband to shreds for an honest mistake.
Here.
So, as this week unfolded, so did a series of unfortunate events. For example, on Wednesday, I spilled a bit of water on the seating plan. And was told, with genuine sincerity, I would be killed. By Georgette, not Sharon. But Phil, in the background, couldn't help but laugh, as it's usually him getting the bollocking. And now there are two of us.
I love every moment of your pain.
Anyway, I'm very grateful for you guys, always making me feel at home. If Carlsberg did in-laws. My parents, Lynn and Ren. Good speech, man. Jigger jigger was not necessary. They're more than you could ask for. Supportive, caring, full of love, and they've got the best intentions for everyone in their lives. Thank you guys for always looking out for me, guiding me offering me advice even when I don't want it. I know how much G means to you both as a daughter-in-law. And so I'm really happy that our two families are integrating on this day. Dan and Greg always hedged bets that we'd end up together during the time that we spent apart, so I probably owe them a few quid at this point. G, Bob. My love. To that end, most of you are going to know that G had an epiphany during the first phase of our relationship. She got a bit fed up of me. Or as Ren would say, the old Spanish archer. Elbow. Shocking. He was actually, last night he was like, you make sure you fucking get into their ribs. No, Dad, I'm not going to do that. Chill out. I've had 6 pints. Anyway, what I was going to say was, I'm not bitter about the fact that G sat me off. So, we spent 3 years apart, which has been alluded to today by numerous people. We were learning about who we were and what we wanted in our lives and in a partner. I moved to Sydney, she moved to Wapping, and we went our separate ways. Whilst this period apart was difficult, it was formative and, in retrospect, necessary if we were ever to find a way back to one another. Fortunately, that opportunity presented itself 3 years later. I was actually dating another girl at the time, and I got the I miss you in my life text. Out of the blue as well. It was brilliant. It was a great day. Great day. It was awesome. Which, I'm sure you could have guessed it, prompted me to initiate a pretty quick exit from that girl I was dating. To be fair, she didn't actually put much of a fight up, given I'd made it abundantly clear that G was my soulmate. Just what every girl wants to hear. G, my darling wife. That sounds very good to say after all these years. Just when I thought you couldn't get more beautiful, you decided to wear that wedding dress. Fair play, I was close to losing my mind earlier on. We've been on a journey to get here over the last 10, 11 years, and I'm sure you feel the same way in the sense that we've experienced a lot of different emotions. Patience, manifestation at times from my side. Hopefully yours at points as well when you're having a shit time at Shoreditch House. There's only so many D-list celebrities you can go on dates with. So, we also experience hope and frustration, but all of which were driven from a deep love and appreciation for one another. We travel the world, we've experienced what some people will do in a lifetime over the course of our relationship, and think about trips to Mars, New York, Nice, Borneo, Mexico. Some of the best memories I have with you in those places. I could wax lyrical about you for days, genuinely I could. Often, you overlook how incredible you are because you're modest, but from me to you, on our special day, know this. You have a gorgeous soul. You're fiercely loyal, a great friend who cares about the people in her life. You push me to be a better man every day. You always were and are a complete joy. You turn my world upside down and I'm richer for it. And you walked into my life and got it right. Where everyone else got it wrong. So, some people stay in your heart, and you've always been that person to me. Loving you has taught me, and it's developed me. Here's to us, my love. We've been looking forward to this day for such a long time. I can't wait to dance the night away together. lastly, before I close out, some of you may or may not have seen a table inside. Before I close out and pass the torch to the boys to begin their roasting, I'd like to raise a glass to those who we'd love to be sat alongside us today. Teresa, Kathy, and Pat, our lovely grandmas who we miss dearly. Cheers to you guys. Over and out.